An area model is a way to multiply a number that's complex or complicated. An example would be you want to multiply 117 times 23. Now, this isn't something that's that easy to do in your head, but you would probably in your head break it into smaller parts. So the area model is just a way to visualize what it is you're doing in your head. So what I might do with this 23 is I might break that into 20 and multiply it by something, because that's like multiplying by 2, which is easier. And then I would multiply the rest of the number, or the number, I would multiply it by 20, and then I would multiply it by 3, and then I would add everything together. I could also do that same thing here. I could have my 100, because that's easier to multiply, and then I could have my 10. This is not to scale, obviously, and then my 7. So by breaking that into some smaller bits, it's easier to multiply. So 20 times 200 would be 2,000. And then 20 times 10 would be 200. And 20 times 7 would be 140. 3 times 100 would be 300. 3 times 10 would be 30. And then 3 times 7 would be 21. And then what I can do is I can add all of these parts together. So I have 2,000 plus 300 and 200 is 500. Plus I have my 30 and my 21, which is 51, added to the 140 is 191, and then I add all those together. So I get 2,691. So two ways that I can think of this is I've got my product here, which is multiplying those two things together, and I've broken them out here on the side. So this is my length of the rectangle, and this is my width of the rectangle, and I multiplied those two together. Or I can think about it as a sum, where I multiply each small part, each small rectangle in this larger rectangle, and then I add them together. So you've got a product that is equal to the sum. So I can write it as 2,000 plus 500 plus 191. So I've got a product and a sum that are equivalent.